This bike has like 200 miles and it started creaking around this area. This is my wife's Orbea Rise H30. Let me see if I can make that sound. That. I don't want to take everything apart and re-grease everything. So what I'm going to do to find where the creak is coming from is I'm going to try to put dry lube around this area. I'm going to do it one at a time. I don't think it's here. I think it's in here, these two sides. So I'm going to put some chain lube, the dry lube, to see if it's going to go away. You know what? I think it's on this side. Yep. No, I'm really pulling and pushing harder just to make that sound. Okay, at least I know where it's coming from. I'm gonna leave this side and then I'm gonna open it and grease this side. So I was able to get rid of that creaking sound that this bike was making. See, it's not there anymore. All I had to do after I put the lube, I found out that the creaking was coming from this side and not here. It was coming from this side. So what I had to do was loosen up those two bolts down here that are 5 mil, loosen them up and rock the top tube back and forth. What I was trying to do was to put some gap between the linkage and the frame, the linkage and the frame on both sides, that linkage and this frame, that linkage and then this side, right? I just want a little bit of gap there. And then I tightened it. It's gone. So I think what happened during the assembly was they over torqued that preload, this linkage to the frame, and there's not enough play. It's just like this is just like the preload is just like the bottom bracket, right? Not the bottom bracket, but the crankset. That preload nut, I think they over tighten it. So when you over tighten the preload nut on the crankset, it won't spin smoothly. The bearings are binding. So same thing with this. So all I did was loosen it up, rocked it, tighten it. It's gone. Yeah, so far so good. That was easy. I thought I was going to remove all the linkages and put grease, man. That's just trying to work efficient here. I don't want to waste my time working on this bike. See, it's good. Awesome. So my wife and I rode today, did 25 miles, 4,000 feet, just to see if the creaking would come back. And no, it didn't come back at all. It's still quiet. That's the cabinet right here. It's gone. I didn't need to remove anything. I know online they said to re-grease all the bearings. I don't think so, because when you look at it, there's a lot of grease coming out on all of the joints. There's a lot of grease. So I think they had enough grease in there. Just check that first instead of taking everything apart. I think that is the problem, because the bike is now quiet.